we're continuing that last stream. I'm 95% sure that I didn't add that vetiverol. But if we did, oh well, I'm not going to stress about it. So we're just going to continue from where we left off. Yep, we're moving on to our mid notes. So just to recap where we left off, this is what we've added so far in our formula. We come back over here. All these materials, take a screenshot, add them in. These are the dilution levels here. Those are the materials. All right, moving on to our mid notes. That's a formula there for the mids. You want to screenshot that. Here's the tops. You want to screenshot that. All right, moving on. Back to the blending. Sorry, guys. Shoo. All right, all right. Getting hot in here. I can't wait for the summer to be over, you guys. Okay. So, mid notes. We got some lavender. We've got our French lavender, our lavender diva, whatever that even means. I just remember BK Sense said that was his favorite lavender when I first started, so that was what I bought. But we're using that at 3%, 0.3 grams. And this was our take on a Born in Roma fragrance. So I kind of just looked up whatever notes I could find for Born in Roma and did some research online, whatever I could find, and then just started making a skeleton. And yeah, we'll see what it comes out like, and then we'll make adjustments based on what it smells like. We'll keep going. So yeah, this is I don't have any intel or secret formula from them themselves or nothing, guys. This is all just trial and error. It might smell bad, might smell good. We don't know yet. That's the magic of perfumery. You got to do trials to find out. Here we go. Next note, geranium. I have this at a 20% dilution. Okay, I need to fix that in my formula. See, simple thing like that. I had it in my formula. I had it all wrote down for a 10% dilution, but I see here that this is actually a 20%. So I need to go in and give half of 0.25. So that'll be 0.125. We up our dilution level to 20% in the spreadsheet. And then we're going to make this half of whatever that was. So there we go. We're back to 0.025% of the fragrance. But yeah, we would have had... I would have overdosed in this material if I would have used it at formulated in the 10%, I guess, whatever. So what do I need? 0.125. And this is geranium from Egypt, from Eden Botanicals. They got nice materials over at Eden Botanicals. You guys should check them out. And yeah, geranium's kind of a rosy smell. To me, it's like a little spicier, maybe. And smells more wet and juicy. I'm not sure if there's more citronella or citronellol, whatever it is in there that makes it smell that way, or nerol or whatever they use. Whatever God uses. All right. So next we have our patchouli. Using that at 1%. This is 100% strength. Our patchouli fractions. This is my favorite. This is my go-to patchouli material. Patchouli fractions B. They say, I guess, yeah, it has the moldy, dirty smell removed that Clearwood has. Like, to me, they say that Clearwood is a cleaned up version of patchouli, but to me, it's the exact opposite. To me, Clearwood and patchouli only smells like dirt and mold. It's like, so we're going to be using 1%. The dog has been out recently, baby. Okay. All right, we got our 1% of the fragrance. Patchouli. You're all good. My wife just got off work. Okay, done with our patchouli. Honestly, I typically categorize patchouli as a bass note. I don't know why. I have it in my mids. Just do. All right, what's next on the list? Cinnamon. Now we're going to do our cinnamon bark at a 10% dilution and point. You guys don't have to dilute it. Yeah, we're 0.3% of your fragrance. We're going to be using our cinnamon bark at. So yeah, however you guys choose to get to 0.3% of the fragrance, whatever dilution level you want to choose, do it. But we're using 0.3%. And this is a 10% dilution that I chose. And we're going to be doing 0.33 grams. And this is also from Eden Botanicals, I believe. This is their organic cinnamon bark. Okay, getting close. 0.3. I don't remember if I said 0.3 exactly or what. Hold on. 0.31. Close enough. 0.305. Can't get much closer. All right. Violet leaf. So now we're adding our green, that violet leaf note that we had talked about. I never really use this stuff, guys, so I'm glad to be using. I've been using a lot of materials that I don't typically use lately. So yeah, it's nice because I ran out of ideas. So it's kind of nice to just draw inspiration from other fragrances around. Like, oh, well, they use these materials. Let me just choose stuff out of my cabinets that fit those descriptions and see how they come out. So violet leaf, yeah, it's a really nice note, kind of cucumbery, kiwi almost. At a 10% anyway, it's kind of fruity, green. It's really nice. I like it, but it's not like it's actually not really nice because nobody. Yeah, I wouldn't want to walk around smelling like just violet leaf absolute at 10%, but it's different. It adds to that to the initial blasting. It's kind of like, what the heck? It just adds some mystery and intrigue, I guess, in green freshness. We also have cinnamon. Cis-3 hexanol. So maybe this is going to help extend the green note from the top. So I added Cis-3 hexanol. So I think that this will help extend the green into the mids, maybe. All right. How strong does dose is 0.25. Okay, 10% dilution. Look how green that is. That's so cool. I love that. It's one of the only materials I have that looks like that. That would be so cool if the fragrance came out with the green hue. Okay, so what in the world did I say? 0.25. Sorry, guys. I wonder if this kind of smells like Dior Fahrenheit. That I'm sure that they use some of this in there. Here we go. 0.247. Yeah, I when you come across notes like that, it makes you want to use them more, and then you start using them in all kinds of stuff, and then it's like when you find notes that you really like. But I've also heard from other people that you want to also use materials that you don't like so much because you learn how they affect the fragrances in all these different ways that you wouldn't even think about. Alrighty, moving on to our top notes now. Getting down to the end of this, guys. Bergamot. So I chose to use Bergamot Givaudan 104. It's just a synthetic bergamot. I have real bergamot too. I could use it both, but I use so many naturals in this one that I figured I might as well use a synthetic bergamot just to reduce the chances of it not blending well. Because I know that, I mean, at least from what I've learned, is that like synthetics tend to blend a little better with each other than naturals do because there's so much going on in naturals. Okay, so what did I say? Blabbling. 5%, 0.5 grams coming up. So this is just a nice synthetic bergamot note. It's got that slight bitter citrus, green, cologne-y smell. It just smells like cologne, you know. Very popular in perfumery, but it's a citrus note, but I don't think it's an edible citrus. All right. And you can use this up to like 25% of the fragrance, I believe, is what the recommendations are. So you can really overdose this material if you want. So if you need some filler, something to fill in a formula, this is what I've been using, kind of just to help give, if I have a big blank space in a formula and I need something else to help fill it in, and I know I'm going to be using citrus anyway, it's like, okay, well, let's just add a little bit of extra bergamot Jivco to fill in the rest of the formula. And just, but it's going to give it a citrus smell, but as long as you're already planning to have a citrus smell in it, what's the big deal, in my opinion? Okay. Black pepper. Using this in a 10% dilution because it's another one of those materials that you use in trace amounts. So we're using a 10% dilution, and we need 0.4 grams of this one. But I think the mean dose of this is 0.38%. So you could go 0.38, but we're going 0.4. Black pepper, you guys know what that smells like. We're not going to go into too much depth about it. It's a spicy, dry, peppery smell, and that's why you don't use it very high, or else you might make people sneeze, you know. Yeah, it's nice. Manly. But we got a pretty sweet vase. That Born in Rome is pretty sweet, if I remember. I've only smelled it a couple times. Black pepper. But yeah, if you guys ever try and learn how to make perfumery, you always get all your friends, oh, can you make me this? And then, yeah, it's hard. It's like, yeah, I can make you something. I can try, but those guys make a lot of money for a reason, you know. Okay, citral. Citral, that's your citrus note. It's found in citrus, I'm sure. Maybe it's an aldehyde of a citrus because it ends in AL. I'm not sure which one. I'm sure it comes from a bunch of different citruses. Probably. But yeah, it's a juicy citrus smell. Let's see, what did it smell like? Kind of like lemon heads. It's nice. This is a 20% dilution I'm smelling it at, but we're not going to be using it that high. We're going to use it at 0.52% of the fragrance. 0.5, I believe. So maybe I'll tone this down a little bit. I don't want to go over. And whatever. So wait, make sure that's at 20%. Yep. Okay, so 0.265 grams of this one. And it is at 0.52% of the fragrance. 0.265. And this is also a restricted material. And when you guys look up materials, it'll tell you on the websites. When I say 0.265, yeah. It'll tell you the recommended levels to use them at. You're looking for category 4 IFRA fine fragrance. Is how strong you can use the materials at for perfumery. So that was citral. That's a citrus note. Clear our scale. All right, now we've got our Cis-3 hexanol, which smells like fresh cut grass. So this is a green note. No other way to describe it. You know what? That reminds me, guys. I need to mow the lawn today. It's getting a little overgrown. Okay, 0.32. Coming on up. So you want to use these materials sparingly too. Green materials you don't use very high. Shoot. 0.32 grams. This is a 5% dilution, wackily. There's a dilution I made back when I first started. Honestly, this material is probably on the end of its life. All right, y'all. I'm going to swirl it around, give it a quick little smell test. But then you know what the deal is. It's got to go and sit and mature and meld for a while before I can give you guys an honest assessment of what it smells like. Right now, it won't really do itself justice. Let's see. Yep, you can see there's different layers. Can't hardly see anything. But yeah, there's different layers of all the different materials there because they all weigh different, you know. So they've all got to blend together for a while. I'll shake it up. I put them into an ultrasonic cleaner to try and help speed up the melding process. But you guys don't got to do that. You could just set it in your room, set it in a drawer in the back of one of your drawers or something for 2 days or so, about 48 hours before you dilute it to give your concentrate some time for it to try and meld together. But yeah, so we'll just give it a little swish around real quick, give it a sniff, see what we think. All right, come on, lid. Love it when the polycone caps get stuck in the bottles. Look, it does that a bunch. That is so frustrating. Perfumers need to make a meme because we all know the deal. It's annoying. You can get your gloves dirty by, you know, all right, here, I'm just going to choose to get my glove dirty, contaminate it. There we go. Now I can just sniff my thumb because now my thumb's going to be dirty. Ooh. I don't know if that smells like Born in Roma because I don't know what it smells like that much. But based on the descriptors, let's rub it onto here. Get those oils on here, and maybe I'll put a couple drops of perfumer's alcohol on there. Ooh, that smells nice, guys. Nice and green and woody and citrusy. There's a fly in here. It's really annoying. But man, that's nice. And that doesn't even have any perfumer's alcohol in it yet to dilute it or nothing. But that is a nice smell coming out of that bottle, guys. Huh. Just going to drip some perfumer's alcohol on here, see what happens. But yeah, fun stuff. Now all the smell's gone because there wasn't that much to begin with. Yep, nothing to analyze there for you guys. Anyways, thank you for joining. Maybe one day we'll splice these videos back together after I get all fancy and stuff. But yeah, I'm also gonna, one of these days, I'm gonna have it up for you guys. I'm gonna figure out how to have it so half of my screen is like the formula or something. Maybe a quarter of the screen is my formula, and then the rest will be, you know, maybe another picture of me, and then maybe one of a top-down view, and I'll have like 3 different screens going at one time. I've been learning some stuff, but haven't downloaded it on my laptop yet. It's all on my PC. And so I've got some work to do, you guys. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. So thank you everybody who watches. And yeah, let's keep it rolling. Smell y'all later. Peace. Hey, like, share, subscribe. Let's grow this thing, you guys. I think we have potential to grow. I just got to continue to upgrade my streaming capabilities and platform and video editing and all that stuff. Continue getting better. I get better every video with you guys here, making mistakes and learning. But yeah, so far, guys, to be honest, like a lot of this stuff we've been making, I'm really proud of. We've been taking some good leaps lately. Yeah, I don't know. And especially after they all blend together and mature for a long time, they all smell pretty darn good. What else? That's about it. Thank you guys for joining. Peace out.